Batteries, when I was 8 years old, is what really got me interested in science. I was born in Corn, Oklahoma, the same place John Denver was born, where he was John Dutzendorf to us. Our parents were friends, and I would watch my dad. Batteries were expensive. We drove to California in a 1934 Ford, and 6-volt batteries were expensive, and we didn't have voltmeters to check things with. So I'd seen my dad going around with a wire and listening to the spark and deciding whether that battery was good enough to be used. And here's a dead battery, and it doesn't spark. I can see a little tiny spark, but a good battery will snap if it's charged, even a 6-volt battery. Well, I didn't understand why he was rubbing the wire across the terminal there. So foolish little Elwood picks up a piece of baling wire. This is a piece of baling wire. I'm going to use something a little smaller, and I've learned my lesson. I pick it up and I just jam it down onto the terminals, and before I could turn loose, I was branded, and I was branded badly. So look what happens. Even on a simple, this can't hurt me if I touch it. My body has so much resistance to electrical current flowing, it's not going to hurt me. But look what happens when I touch this wire here. Little Elwood had his hand on it. Okay? That wasn't fun. Okay, so that taught me right away that, golly, I should know about this stuff. 8 years old. And so this is what started me thinking about physics, okay, science. And I had a wonderful, very, very hardcore father who didn't tell me I was a good son until he was 89 years old and 2 days before he died. So I lived a tough life trying to please him. But the good thing about my dad was he never prevented me from experimenting and exploring at home. I destroyed the power supply to the ranch that we lived on by not knowing how to wire a switch. I've done all kinds of things like that, but Ned never chastised me. He just let me explore, and I think that's a wonderful way for a dad to be. So I'm going to come back to this stuff, but I want to start over